I'd like you all to give a warm welcome to Saul Colt.
My name is Saul Colt. I am the world's most renowned word-of-mouth marketer, and I came to give a little talk about word-of-mouth marketing with little or no budget. So word-of-mouth marketing, there's a lot of ways to create word-of-mouth with no budget, and this is sort of something that I spent a lot of time playing around with. My favorite way to create word-of-mouth with no budget is something called advocacy marketing. If you guys are in a position to fight for a cause that means something to your customer base or is relevant to a group that you're trying to get on the radar of something like that, basically fighting on other people's behalf is called advocacy marketing. The real way to get really great word of mouth about a product or a service or a company or anything is just to do interesting things. And I have a feeling every time I say this and every time I do these presentations, I get kind of two reactions. Either people are really super impressed or people are like, that's it? Like, that's simple stuff. But it's funny because it's the simple stuff that's sometimes so obvious that people don't always think about it. So one of the ways you can do interesting things is do it with barter. I was a person who launched Zipcar in Canada, Zipcar, the car sharing service. So the first year of Zipcar's existence was literally the most bootstrapped environment. We had very little budget to do anything. And we made a lot out of nothing. And the way we did it was we traded services and we traded everything we could. Literally anything that came into our office, people wanted to be associated with Zipcar. So we'd get free movie tickets, we'd get free concert. Everything we got, we never used anything ourselves. Either went to customers or they went to vendors so we could actually do bigger things. So it's kind of like that red paperclip thing. We traded movie tickets, we traded anything we can get our hands on to do things. So the picture here, the Zipcar New Music Experience, we threw a rock show, called it a Christmas party, and it cost us next to no money. Word-of-mouth marketing is all about getting stories to spread. So if you actually create a really interesting story, people will repeat it. If you rely on other people to create the story, one, it may not be as interesting as what you could create, and it may not hit all the emotional sort of points that you want to address. So anytime you could create the story, and if you create something that's really amazing and really spectacular, then people are going to talk about it and it's going to spread around. Something you can believe in and create positive attention for it. That's a great way to start word-of-mouth marketing with a purpose. Barter, beg like you're a virgin on prom night. That's how you get things done, okay? Go out there, don't take no for an answer. If somebody says no to you, find somebody offering the same service and pitch them the same idea. Word-of-mouth marketing is the oldest form of marketing. There's that old expression, it was like, telephone or telegraph, telephone, tell a friend. Word of mouth has been around forever, and everybody does word of mouth marketing, whether they realize it or not. The difference is there's a lot of people who are actually focusing on it now. So I actually see in the next year or two there's going to be more word of mouth departments in a lot of companies, big or small, and people are going to focus a lot more on it because with social media and with the tools now that you can amplify messages, it's becoming a little bit easier to spread things, and people are noticing that this is something that's very serious. One of the interesting things about word of mouth is it doesn't always have to be on the internet. It doesn't always have to be loudest amplification. It doesn't have to be billboard in Times Square. Sometimes it could be very small and genuine. Just find the actual key people that you want to know about whatever it is that whatever the message you're trying to send. So I'm really insistent and stuck on this whole promoting your customers stuff. A lot of people are sort of shy about it because then they figure your competition is going to know who you're dealing with and things like that. But by promoting your customers, you're going to create a real connection with them. They are going to promote you as hard as you're promoting them, and you're going to have a very highly passionate sales force. And it's very funny, when you have a connection with people, they're less likely to actually go to a competitor. Having a real connection is very hard to get to, so it's not something that's so easy. But once you have it, it's a real differentiator. A lot of people just think, oh, it's social media and that, but word of mouth is something very different than just following people and building up followers. You don't need 50,000 followers to be really great at word of mouth. You just need to be interesting and creative and understand the message and understand the people you're trying to deliver the message to. So social media and word of mouth, they overlap in places, but they're still very different.
Great. We'll let that voice rest. Thank you so much.
Thank you.